Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Unbelievable, it's Christmas Eve. Yes, where has the year gone? I don't know. And I'm sure many other people will be feeling exactly the same way. The weather in Cyprus over the last few days has been a little bit chopsy-mopsy. We've had the odd thunderstorm or two. But look, the sun is coming out to play. Quite early in the morning, up on a mountainside in Tala. That's the view towards the left. Yes, Lady Ali, Lord of the Neil and the Pussycats in downtown Norfolk. Yes, the bus is still parked up, but if we look carefully, we can see down towards Lower Cassoniga and of course out into the blue Mediterranean Sea. So Christmas Eve, what are most people doing on Christmas Eve? I wonder, probably racing around, aren't they? Getting those last little bits and bobs, perhaps that cranberry sauce, perhaps that stuffing that you want to go with that turkey for that big day tomorrow. So what should we talk about today? I think we'll just talk about what's been going on in the year. And it's all thanks to you guys, and we truly appreciate every single person that comes back and watches. There's lots of new people. Some are getting involved in the comments, and we do thank you for that very, very much indeed. There's a churchly chappie. Yes, it is a Villiger cigar. These are my favourite cigars, by the way. Introduced to these by a superstar from downtown in Portsmouth, and we've not mentioned him for a while. He's been pretty quiet, but I'm sure he's pretty busy because he's a paramedic, probably the greatest paramedic in the world. Big shout out to Sir Daniel and of course his girl, who's always right, Lady Sherry Wright. We wish you a fabulous, fabulous Christmas, and we're looking forward to seeing you when you come back to Cyprus next year. There's another big event coming on the channel. Well, not on the channel, but we consider these people to be amongst our best friends. Lord Lee, the mountain man, and of course his girl, Lady Vicky. You've seen him on camera once or twice, and he's the man that can see the view of the blue Mediterranean Sea from the Marika and Me lounge bar upstairs terrace. That's because he's 6'7". But anyway, what's that big event, I hear you say? Well, his daughter, Princess Kaylee, is going to give birth to a little superstar. And the day is tomorrow, Christmas Day. Wow, what a present that will be. And we hope it all goes ultra smoothly, and I'm looking forward to the pictures. Yes, indeed. We started our YouTube channel now, it's not 3 years yet, it'll be 3 years in February. And the amount of friends that we have made is unbelievable. It truly is. I cannot name all of you. That's not possible. So please do not take any offence or get upset if I don't. But if your name is Lord Mark of the Peacock, and of course his girl, Lady Cheryl, friends for life. Lady Andrea, and of course Sir of the Mart, who now is a lord, by the way. That's his little Christmas present. And they'll be whizzing around in their Puma in downtown Norfolk, again whizzing around, probably getting cranberry sauce or probably some of those cans of Pepsi or something like that, who knows. But friends for life. Lady so sweet Caroline, of course Baron Nigel of the big guns in downtown Wellingborough. Walking the dog, I've no doubt, Barney. Yeah, getting ready to have the family gathering, and I've no doubt that Miss Ellie will be excited along with all of the other grandchildren, and of course on that family gathering. And we wish you a fantastic, fantastic day. I wish Marika a fabulous, fabulous day, because for those of you who know, she's in downtown Tbilisi in Georgia with her family, with her mother and her aunties and her uncles, and of course her son. And I'm pretty sure they're having a great, great time. Obviously, we speak every single day, and even my Georgian and my Russian is getting better as I communicate with all the family members. And they are absolute superstars, and I consider them to be my family now as well. So a merry, merry Christmas to Dadar, a merry, merry Christmas to Elsa, of course, the superstar known as Andre, and of course many, many other people. On my Uncle Boris. I'll tell you a story about my Uncle Boris. The first time I went to Tbilisi in Georgia, they're very welcoming people, as those of you who've met Marika know. They like to bend over backwards to make sure that you have a great experience, whether you're sitting in a coffee shop with them or whether you're going to their house for just a bite to eat, and it ends up to be, well, like a Christmas dinner, by the way. But anyway, back to my Uncle Boris. Yes, we went round to his house and he was fascinated to meet a British person. Obviously I'm Welsh, but I'm British, aren't I? So the first thing I wanted to see was my passport to prove it. And he was all mesmerised. First time he'd ever seen a British passport. And then it was time to have some toasts. I don't mean toasts, I mean toasts. So he got out the Armenian cognac. And I don't drink, for those of you who don't know, and of course a lot of people do know, but apparently it's rude in their culture not to have a toast or two. So we had a toast or two. And about 12 toasts later, it was time for us to leave. So Boris said, through translations with Marika, that he was quite surprised that this Englishman was able to handle his liquor. And from the top up, I was fine. But when I stood up, the legs decided they just didn't want to work, and I was wobbling all over the place. And I'll always remember that until the day I die. Hopefully that day is a long, long way away, and the same for my Uncle Boris. So, Boris, na zdrowie, Merry, Merry Christmas, and I wish you a fantastic time. Downtown Tbilisi. And downtown Tbilisi is a fabulous place, by the way. Perhaps if you are looking for somewhere that little bit more unusual to go on holiday, Tbilisi could be the place for you, because I've been there 3 times now, and I find them very similar to Cyprus, by the way. Very, very welcoming and very, very open to foreigners. And you find a lot of places are not so much open, or shall we say, they want your money, but they're not so open to being friendly to you. But I found Tbilisi to be a fantastic, fantastic city. I liked it so much that we actually bought a property in Tbilisi on my second visit. So Tbilisi's got a place in my heart. Obviously so has Miss Ochin Krasivia LaBouffe. Hopefully she's watching. Merry, Merry Christmas, LaBouffe. I wish you a fantastic time. But please don't forget me. And please don't forget to come back on that big bird. Of course, 19th of January seems a long, long way away. But it's not, is it? In the bat of an eye, New Year will be upon us. And I've no doubt there's a few people around the world that will be toasting the New Year. And it's a very big tradition all over the world, isn't it? But even more so in Scotland. And they'll have their hog money, won't they? So a big shout out to some of the people in downtown Scotland. Perhaps if your name is Lady Kirstine, Sir Scott, and of course their grandson, he's known as Alexander the Fantastic. Merry, Merry Christmas. Have a fantastic time and a very, very happy New Year indeed. Perhaps if your name's Baroness Lillian, Baron Frank, I've got an inkling that he may be having a tot or two, especially around that hogmanay time of the year. Merry, Merry Christmas to you guys. If your name is my cousin King James, yes, and of course his queen, Queen Kareem. And normally if your dad's a king and your mum's a queen and you've got a daughter, that must mean that she's a princess. Hopefully she's lighting up like a Christmas tree. A big, big shout out to Princess Dali and the family. Merry, Merry Christmas indeed. And perhaps your dad and your mum may let you have a wee dram or two. You never know, you never know. And you can draw it and it'll be fantastic. Big shout out to some people in foreign lands, as we would say. Perhaps if your name is Anna, my superstar. And of course her husband, Dr. Tomas, their son, my great friend, Sir Bart, spinning his wheels on his Audi Quattro, I've no doubt, in downtown Krakow. But don't worry, his mum's the greatest lawyer in the world, so if he does get into trouble with the police, she'll get him off. Well, fingers crossed. Until he can get himself off, because he's going to be an even greater lawyer when the time comes, I'm sure. So Merry, Merry Christmas, Anna, Tomas and Sir Bart. I don't know how to say it in Polish, but I'm pretty sure they'll understand. Cheers, na zdrowie, and of course, my phrase for good morning, which is Dyslin Dobra. There we go. So, downtown Bratislava. Yesterday, as tradition goes, we received a Christmas card all the way from Bratislava, handmade Christmas card by Lady Zuzka. Wow, thank you very, very much indeed. And that Christmas card is going to be in the downtown Cape Paphos bar known as the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. I thank you very, very much, Lord Ritchie and of course Lady Zuzka, and we wish you a fantastic Christmas. We really, really do indeed. The list goes on and on and on and on. But back to Christmas, Christmas Eve. People whizzing around, people looking for those last gifts for people perhaps they've forgotten, or more likely that last little treat for that Christmas day, isn't it? That bit of chocolate. Do you remember those boxes of chocolates and you dip into them and choose your favourite ones, don't you? And then slowly but surely you realise that there's not enough of those, and then you find another favourite. And yeah, that's something I always used to enjoy and still do, because I'm a bit of a chocoholic, shall we say. I don't drink, so I'm not an alcoholic. But that's quite funny, because I just bumped into two superstars at the Atlas coffee shop again this morning. They hang out there. And that's Lady Maria and of course Sir Simon. And as I walked in, the first thing that Simon said to me was that apparently he's got a drink problem, because the mother-in-law's there and his mother's there as well, staying in the villa for a couple of weeks. Well, he said 9 days to go and they're counting it down. Apparently he's got a drink problem. So there we go. He said, do you want to come round? I said, well, probably not, because they'll probably say I've got a smoking problem. But you never know. I might pop round and see them a little bit later, because legends in downtown Cape Paphos, no doubt about it. And a Maserati or two. Yes, well, only one Maserati. And now a humble Mercedes to go with it. But, you know, times are hard, aren't they, on the island of love. So the year is coming to a close. Christmas Day is a huge event in everyone's life, isn't it? It really, really is. It's that special day. Immaterial of religion, whether you are religious or not, that doesn't really matter. It's something that's been instilled into us from when we were young, and it doesn't matter what country you live in. Christmas is always a day, hopefully, around the world for peace and tranquility. And hopefully the people who are doing bad things around the world will for a moment pause and think of good things. Think of good things. On about good things, Paphos. Paphos is a good thing, isn't it? A lot of people like to come to Paphos for the holidays, and they have a great time when they come. And a lot of people come 2 or 3 times a year, don't they? Yeah. You know, like Dame Anne, Merry Christmas Dame Anne, and of course, Sir Peter. Have a great, great time. Lady Ness, Lord Andy, downtown Shropshire. Hopefully the weather's not treating you too bad. Hopefully there's a bit of white stuff, and that makes it look beautiful, doesn't it? And hopefully yourself and the family will have a fantastic day. And of course it won't be long before you get on a big bird, because you're due in downtown Paphos on the 8th of January. Yeah. And of course there will be a man all dressed head to toe in blue waiting for you at the Paphos airport. So don't forget to send me those flight details. I'd also like to say a fond farewell to Sir Adrian and his girl, Lady Meath, and of course the kids. They're not that kids anymore, they're almost adults, but they all came to see me yesterday in the Marika and Ange bar. We went and had a chat at the Starbucks and put the world to rights. And of course Adrian's coming back in January to set up all the process for the family to move out to Cyprus. And fabulous, fabulous people, and I'm sure they're going to make an awful lot of friends. Big shout out to Lord and Aldo, Lady Sylvie, and of course Princess Valentina. Yes, they're on the island in love for their first Christmas. They're going to the Annabelle Hotel tomorrow for Christmas lunch, and we wish you a fantastic, extraordinarily fabulous Christmas. Merry, Merry Christmas indeed. And I look forward to seeing you in the interim period between Christmas and the New Year. Strange time, isn't it? It's a strange, strange time when many people are away from the people that they love and many people are with the people that they love. I've got my cat, TC, yes, Sir David, yes, Lady Angela. I've got my brother and I've got my bar. And I've got lots and lots of friends, so it's a wonderful time of year indeed. The only thing that's missing is Marika, but it's her only chance to go and see her family. And she does it every year, and I wish her a fantastic Christmas, as I'm sure all of you guys do as well. I've probably chopped on for enough. You're probably bored to tears, and I've no doubt my new friend will put a comment. We all know who is he. Well, I know who he is anyway, and it tickles the living daylights out of me. It really, really does. That now and again we get some people with their opinions that come on and write in the comments, but they don't seem to read other people's comments. They don't seem to understand that there's an awful lot of people that do like myself and Marika, and we do our utmost to make sure that we help as many people as we can. Something that I was always taught to do from when I was a young boy. Always try to help as many people as you can. So we do. Simple as that, isn't it? Big shout out to two ladies in downtown Yorkshire. They're getting ready to move house. They're going to come back to Cyprus next year, and we're looking forward to seeing them. I wonder if they know who I'm talking about. I think they do. If your name's Lady Alison, Merry, Merry Christmas, my dear. And if your name is Lady Enid, we wish you a fantastic, fantastic Christmas. And we'll look forward to seeing you when you come back to the Mayfair Hotel next year. And I look forward to sitting down with your son as well, because he likes cars, and we will talk the hen's teeth all about cars, isn't it? Because that's what Mr. Paul's world is all about. I think tomorrow we will go for a walk along a beachfront somewhere. So I understand you've got a lot of things to do tomorrow. I understand that. But if you want to see a beach walk on hopefully a dry day, they said it might rain, it might not, but it doesn't matter what it does, we'll go for a beach walk. Maybe we'll do Coral Bay, or maybe we'll do Cassoniga beachfront. You drop in the comments which one would you like, because for most of you know, these videos are literally done the same day. You're watching this one on Christmas Eve, and I'm sitting here on Christmas Eve. You'll be watching the next video, and again, it will be made on Christmas Eve. And tomorrow morning, when you tune in, you'll be watching Mr. Paul, I think, in Coral Bay. I think I'll drive to Coral Bay, because I think it'll be very quiet, and I think I'll get a great, great view, which means you will get a great, great view of the blue, 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 blue Mediterranean Sea. I'm going to say a big, big thank you for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for my little adventures, my little chats about what's going on in my little world. And I encourage you to get involved in the comments section and guide me and tell me what you want me to talk about, where you want me to go. And of course, if you like us a little bit, want to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's how you could gift us that virtual coffee or two as a big, big thank you. And we'd like to thank one or two people who take that little bit of extra trouble to make sure that we are lubricated. Yes, indeed. Baron John, Baroness Louise, who are about to go off on their travels. They're going off down towards, well, Thailand. Yeah. Sounds like a nice, nice place to go, that's for sure. But don't worry, they're coming back to Paphos, and they plan to be at the opening of the Marika Lounge Bar as well. And of course, if you want to get involved with the Marika Lounge Bar, perhaps if you'd like to buy a brick on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase, why not go and hunt us down on PayPal? Look up these magic words in the PayPal search bar. Paul G Cyprus, that's Paulge Cyprus. Up will come my face, and of course Marika's face, as we say a massive thank you. If you wish to buy a brick, that's £50. If you wish to have a swinging star on the ceiling, that's £100. There's no more steps, but if you want to get your name on the bar, you can. We'll get a little plaque made and have your name on it, and that's only £150. And we thank you very, very much indeed for all of the help that each and every one of you have given us. And that bar will open on the 15th of March 2025. Make sure you come and join us on your next little trip to Cyprus. I'll leave you with a view. It's not a bad view. It's all looking a little bit blue, and the sun is shining through, especially for you. Thanks for watching. I look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed.